Alrighty. One life run for May. We've got Hello, Oya, Chance, Sympathy, Fight. Perfect. Let the games begin, and let me also actually set the game to Exoddus, because that is not Rayman Redemption. There we go. Much better. Now that we're actually on the same planet. And that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Could have done that better, to be fair. That's fine. Okay. And you're doing that, and I'm going over here.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, that nearly ended badly. Oh, beans. We're gonna go.
Come on. Okay.
That's better.
Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay.
And a 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. There we go. Much better. Okay. All right. Get through there. And then we push on. Now, should just be able to... I've done this enough to remember correctly. Perfect. Awesome.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, in spite of the, unexpected,
Okay.
Etch-a-Sketch wipe I had to do with the chat there earlier, I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Hopefully with less spamming going on and a lot more fun.
Okay.
The oncoming winter in Melbourne. May has only just started and most of April felt cold enough that it felt like it was July. So I have no idea how cold winter's gonna be this... There we go. I have no idea how cold winter's gonna be this year. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. And a 1, 2. Beautiful. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Don't have to worry about creeping because you're on the top.
Come on. Okay.
There is one thing I will never tire of. It's going back to Abe's Exoddus to just even just going through the starting area,
Come on. Okay.
playing Exoddus this frequently in this style has actually become quite enjoyable. Now, if I could get further, that'd be better, yes. But I'm growing quite fond of the one life setup.
Come on. Okay.
Which I think is good because it's prompting me to take more risks than I would be willing to take normally playing through an Oddworld game, especially one that is very reliant on the difficulty being balanced by QuikSave. Which is what makes Exoddus so fun to do this challenge with, because it doesn't require QuikSave to work, but it adds an additional tension. So I guess the pressure of that is nice. New and Tasty definitely became more balanced than original Abe's Odyssey with the addition of QuikSave, but it also meant some of the puzzles adjusted in 10 too.
Come on. Okay.
Here we go. Come on, guys. That's 22. Lovely. Now it's funny, I was originally wondering if there would be a one life category for Munch, and for the longest time I could have sworn that I did see one in the Oddspeed Discord. But Munch is such a tricky one because of the way it's set out. I honestly can't remember if I just imagined it or just misread. But I know some people have already started giving Soulstorm a shot. The only two one life runs I've seen for Soulstorm have either been all zeros or have had death counts and no escapees. So again, I haven't played Soulstorm yet, so I don't know how complementary that is to the difficulty scaling compared to, say, Exoddus and New and Tasty. But rest assured, it is coming. The fun thing I have to deal with now is editing Munch. And I am probably still going to do one or two more streams on Munch, so Munch Mondays are not over. But for the moment, I need some extra time outside of streams to work on getting that sorted. So I think the good thing about tonight's stream is after the one life run, it's mostly buffer and time for a catch up, which is good. Also, I do need to play through Demise mode in Redemption for the sake of clarity on things with my playthrough. Because I'm now at a stage where I need to make sure that I'm not... I need to start making sure that the stuff that I talk about in the playthrough is not confusing. Howdy, Mario! Thank you for joining in. We are at it again, a new month, a new set of one life runs. Thank you.
Yeah, come on. Okay.
Thank you. I don't know what it is about Exoddus. Some months I'm good, some months I'm terrible. But when it's really good, it's really good. And I figure if I have a really bad run of Exoddus, sometime later down the track, I might actually just dedicate an entire stream to practicing. Practicing the things that keep killing me. 3 hours of an exercise in self-control. Because honestly, I'd like to get to a point where what starts as a one life run stream or rather, what starts as a one life run at the start of a stream, but that then goes into another project, that the one life run just becomes the stream. That's the end goal, is that if I do one of these, that becomes what I do for the next 3 hours. Just doing 3 runs in one stream just does not work well. So I'm glad that I stopped doing that fast, because that was exhausting. In a perfect world, I would like to have the consistency to be able to guarantee that Necrum Mines was just a shoo-in. But I've had a couple of really bad runs, and I'm not going to promise that. But it is interesting seeing the variety I am getting in terms of things stopping runs prematurely. One, two, three, four, five. There he is. Lovely. That if I'm getting mucked up on positioning in front of wells, that is something I'm going to be worried about later down the track. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Funnily enough, actually, Mario Music, because I am now in your Discord, the fan game that you were working on, that you put on Game Jolt, I believe is actually the next fan-related project that I had in the pipeline, Oddworld-wise, that I wanted to show off on stream. I believe. I might be remembering incorrectly, but I believe it's specifically not a hack, it is actually a fan project, and that is very exciting to me. So that's gonna be fun. But not for today. Not for today. I'm excited, but I think I want to get through the Rayman stuff tonight. It's probably something I'll tie into the last Munch stream, I'm thinking. Or second last, however it pans out. We'll just have to wait and see. There is something so entertaining, always entertaining, about just bouncing off walls as a flying slick. It will never not be entertaining. Missing the well will never not be entertaining. Okay. Lovely. I am, though, very curious. Right, I'm too far over. Yeah, my last Exoddus run was very, I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm kind of going with bleak. Not necessarily because it was, bad, but just... It was the tail end of a rambling conversation. I stopped rambling, and then I died immediately. And that just... Ooh, that stung. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I've really got to start getting to a stage where I've got better quality versions of my Oddworld rips up. So like what I did with the Mosaic Lines mix that I've got as one of my stream prep tunes for my Just Chatting setting. I want to do more of those for Odyssey. The biggest problem is I know that some of the ones I have last are the most daunting. The biggest one being the Rupture Farms mix. But I've kind of got bits of it pieced together already. And the main reason I want to get those done, one is because I have better quality versions of the tracks now that I can use. But two, I really want to start doing Exoddus ones. And because of the fun I've had playing around with other soundtracks that I've done medleys and zone remixes of, like Sonic CD especially, I really want to start playing around with some of the more Oddworld tunes. Like, I have some ridiculously fun ideas for what I want to do with the, whatchamacallit, the Exoddus' chase music, because it shifts for every area. But it always stays in theme with itself, more than with the theming of whatever area you're in. So I'd want to keep it. I want to do something different to it, I think. I just haven't quite worked out yet. I've got ideas. It's probably going to be indicative of what I did with the what's the best comparison I can think of? The Cave of Bad Dreams chase music. I know I did a full mix of that. And I think that's closest to what I want to do with the Exoddus chase music, I think. Also, I know even higher quality versions, uncompressed, of the PC version's music, I think, got extracted and dumped onto YouTube. So there's actually high quality versions of the slightly musically different Mudomo music, I think. I need to investigate it. It's always been a point of contention of whether I go for the more clongy PC version of the Mudomo music, if I can get it in good quality, or if I just go with the PlayStation versions, because that's the uncompressed. That's about as uncompressed as you're gonna get. It's a weird contention. And again, until I play Soulstorm, I don't know exactly how it's going to be represented. But again, from what I know without playing it, the approach musically, because I specifically haven't listened to it, apparently the approach musically is in the form of more atmospheric rather than the whatchamacallit 90s scrimblio bimblio leitmotif. When I say 90s scrimblio bimblio, I mean the way music has similar sounds per area in a game, and sometimes even with the same melody, just with different instruments. So, think... what's a good example? Think when you hear a common melody in Croc. That's a good example. Croc is a good example of leitmotif like that. If I throw it from up here, I am so glad I put the sound gating in. That'd be deafening otherwise. Also, I do apologize if I am slightly louder in tonight's stream. I am currently actually rating on a replacement audio cable specifically for my headphones, because normally it's got a volume knob in it. And I noticed this specifically when I was doing some audio checking for Cosmo vs. Goku for some Journeyman abridged work. The audio balancing was just really off on my end. And then it found out that somewhere in the actual volume knob itself, something had come loose, and I was losing my left ear entirely, and this was humming. So basically my audio setup at the moment is giving me unfiltered volume that I normally tone down with the knob. Alright, which one am I missing? It's probably a rock that I can't see until I get in screen. Yeah, all of them. Oh no, that was a good throw. That wasn't though. That's just upsetting. Come on. Yeah, and get more rocks. Point being, I'm actually dealing with my stream coming through on my end, as loud as yours would be, as loud as it would be sounding for you guys, and basically with everything turned up. So it's a little chunkier, but I'm making it work.
Yeah, come on, okay.
It's also making me very swiftly realize just how bad the, how urgent it was to get that cable changed. Because this is literally just a, an auxiliary cable that I have in the car just to plug in my phone. And plugging it in compared to the volume, quality, and levels that I was getting on the cable I had before, it is night and day. I thought I had a huge upgrade changing to these headphones. Now that I can hear them working perfectly because I'm using a brand new audio cable,
Come on,
it's
okay.
nuts. It is nuts how drastic the difference is. It's insane. The bass has bass, the drums have bass and more drums. There's just... Which with Oddworld soundtrack, you just... Everything has about 12 times more punch to it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I want to get up to a Gluckin with these things at this level. Ah, this is so good. probably do without the base boosted explosions though. That was just rude. Beautiful. Still got 6 more rocks.
Yeah. I don't. Come on. Okay.
All right. 48.
Yeah. I don't. Come on. Okay. What did it? Okay.
And now the running joke that I constantly have with myself, which is, technically, I see this is where the run starts. Because if I cannot get through the first secret passage of here, basically, it makes it feel like the last 45 minutes was all for naught. Oh no! Oh, I jinxed myself. That hurts. That hurts. Because